Getting to the village, it started with this incredible reception. There were hundreds, maybe almost 1,000 children and teachers and villagers out there to welcome us. First there was a ceremony and a ritual, and we were kind of celebrated as welcome guests, which is a little intimidating. But then I was welcomed, and a few others were welcomed in to join their drumming circle, which was something that they had offered to us. So just really engaging, not just as an outsider coming in, but as somebody who can participate and be a part of that experience was incredible.
This world I'd totally forgotten about suddenly came springing back, all the memories from 1953 to 1958. At the time, my dad was working in Tanzania. It was a British colony. These buildings were in this very remote area and they were not being used, so the British government turned them into a boarding school for children of colonials that were living in Tanzania. I heard that there was going to be this 60-year reunion of the founding of the school in 1948, and it was the 50th year of the closing of the school. So 6 of us went, 6 who'd been at the school, went along to the school, and we weren't expecting much. The children were sitting on the floor for classes, so we had some desks and some teacher chairs and tables built, and we all committed to really help the school. And so I looked at their very inadequate library, which were just like 2 shelves of books, and I said, I'll send you some books. So what happened is when I got back here, people started offering me books, and within 1 year I'd collected 6,000 books. And then I thought, I need a bit of help. It ended up as this San Diego State project with students going over there and with the support of the undergraduate division and many other students.
The trip itself was about 16 days, and we had 15 students and a number of faculty who came along, 9 faculty who came along, and then I got to go as well. It was a combination of kind of experiencing East Africa and the environment.
We saw the coast, we saw islands, we saw inland, the savannas, and then we went into the mountains, and then we went into this very poor, dry area, which is Kongwa, where the school is situated, where they have very little rainfall and the people are extremely poor.
Just seeing these villagers and how they're living and talking to them and communicating with them and learning how they're, talking to someone who's struggling to eat like 2 meals a day. You just want to do more. You want to figure out some way that you can keep helping them and keep giving back and figuring out what the next progression is going to be. To just see people that way in person and to really experience that it definitely has made me think twice about just the way I live my life. We're in college. This is a time where we're supposed to be educating ourselves about the world. And you can sit in a classroom and learn about all these different countries and learn about problems in the world, but it's not going to affect you nearly as much as going to a different culture and experiencing what that different lifestyle has to offer, and to take you outside of your comfort zone and realize that, this world is a big place and there are certain things that I can do to help.